Hi, welcome to Shimano Fishing New Zealand TV. Today we've just left the local Auckland beach, heading out on the Hauraki Gulf just to chase some of the local kingfish population. Today I'm going to be joined by Matt Shearer, Nikki Sinden and legendary cameraman Kieran Packer. What we're going to be doing today is testing some of the new products for the upcoming season. So to be honest, without further ado, we're going to get out there and get amongst them. Yep, here they are. As we thought, we've sort of come onto our reef out here in the Hauraki Gulf, and there's already kingfish piling all over it. So what we're thinking of today is we've got a lot of metal jigs and a lot of surface lures, and what we're looking at doing is see if we can entice a bite from these kingfish. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get these things into the water while the sign's here and while these fish are feeding. Well, just as we pulled up to the spot, one of the guys, Nick from work, has actually pulled up as well. So with two of us here today, we should be able to cover a little bit of ground and hopefully get some action from both boats. We got a double. Woo. Man, he's on the last one to hook up. I got the camera. Yay. Oh.
Good stuff, baby. Good stuff, baby.
What we're going to do is we're just going to show you very basically how to mechanical jig. It is very basic as well. It's not a really hard thing to do, and you've probably seen a lot of DVDs and that, and they're doing it really fast, but it's actually a very simple method. All you need to do, okay, is obviously drop your jig down to where you're going to be fishing. Click into gear. First part of it is the rod lift, and you'll want to come up to approximately 45 degrees, so you'll see roughly where the rod tip is there. Okay, and then what happens is your handle here, you notice my handle was down at about 6 o'clock if you were looking at a clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then basically what I'm doing is, as I drop this rod tip, okay, I'm going to wind back up to about 12 o'clock. Okay, so then you speed it up a little bit. I come up, down, up, down, up, down. Now when you start off jigging, don't try and start off too fast. Everyone tries and do it too fast, they get tired, gets all out of sync. So you better start off with a bit of a rhythm, up, and just get used to lifting and that retrieving. As you're retrieving, you got to remember, as you're lifting your rod, that handle wind is retrieving that same amount of line that you've just dropped the rod tip. Okay, so as long as that equals each other, it's going to turn into a nice mechanical jig. So remember I said, start off slow, and then once you get better, you can turn it into a faster jig action and get a lot of action out of your jig. But you got to remember, keep it varied. Okay, you want to slow it down sometimes, and then you can speed it up. But all the time, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, that's where your handle starts and that's where your handle finishes with those rod lifts. Well, basically that's it. Nice and simple. Okay, while everyone was all hooked up and that, and Matt was actually helping out, I grabbed the little Stella 5000 USW and dropped, hooked a kingy. It was a nice one. And unfortunately, the one thing is goes hand in hand with jigging for kingfish is big bronzies. And this spot we're at here is known for some real good ones. And one basically just grabbed my kingy, and by the feel of it, as I thought, I'll probably have a kingy head. And yep, that's what's left of my kingy. Probably not quite enough to take home and smoke, but it goes hand in hand with jigging for kingfish. I might release them. Can we get the release? Let them swim to fight another day. Oh, there she goes.
Let's go.
Cheers. Oh, well, it's about all we've got time for today. Between the two boats, we've had a really good day. But basically, we're going to have to get out of here. We've caught a dozen or so kings on all manner of jigs today. And we've been using some of the new gear coming up for the season. So it's all we've got time for. We're going to get out of here, but we'll catch you next time on Shimano Fishing New Zealand TV. For any other questions on the gear that we've been using today and the techniques and that sort of thing, get onto our Shimano Facebook page and also visit our website, which is shimanofishing.co.nz, and all the gear, tips and techniques are on there.